but you seem closer to everything. Painting a lie, seeing the colors, but you seem closer to everything.
I really want this record to be the kind of record you can get home, put headphones on or whatever, just forget about reality, forget about whatever's going on, and just be taken to this magical musical place.
Closer now than we ever have been. We're closer now than we ever should. We'll be closer now than we've ever been before. Closer to everything.
I was just taking too many antidepressants. Everything was suppressed. Every single emotion that you could feel was suppressed. There was very little happiness and very little sadness. In 2000 was when I actually came off all the antidepressants. I just didn't know where I was, and everything was new to me, and I felt really, really emotional. Hadn't felt for a long time, but it was really harsh. Like I was feeling really happy one moment and just really down the next. And yeah, but then all of a sudden, I really started appreciating the ups, which I hadn't felt for such a long time. I was really getting these moments of just magical clarity. And then I just felt totally inspired.
Alright, are you ready to do the next one, Phil?
Oh yes.
It's called One Way Mule.
One Way Mule?
Be nice to animals. It's a blind mule and it's just following its line of sight.
This story just gets sadder and sadder, this story.
It is pretty sad.
Okay, well play me a little bit.
Down to kill, I'm crawling back to you.
I started writing and thought I had an album's worth of material, and then about 8 songs into it, I realised that I hated everything that I'd written. That just sounded too much like the last album. And I thought in order to start fresh and really be happy with it, I've got to know that they're gone, I can't go back to that. I knew it was a risk and I was kind of nervous about it, but after not sleeping, thinking about what I should do, I scrapped it. And I actually went, got the tape and pressed record and let it run.
What this album's going to be like? I think it's going to be very different to what we've done before. We're all a little bit older and we're all a little bit better players. I know the whole thing is just musically, I don't know how you can't really, you just got to hear it.
Hollywood.
Have a listen to this Ranger.
I'm really trying to branch out. There's still dark moments, but it's more of a journey, it's a lot more open. There's such a broad spectrum of emotion, a broad spectrum of lyrical approaches. I felt high for about 6 months, just writing and playing this music, and just feels really magical. So that's what I really want to capture in the record.
How you doing on Chair Page? We're just going to go for a quick little tour. This is obviously the console. This is where we record the rough versions of the songs. Come on, son! We can then start talking to producers and see who's up for working with the band. This is where Daniel's been doing his vocals. La la la. These are my gits and Daniel's guitars and our amps are in the rooms over here. And we've just recorded 9 new songs over the last 2 days here. Yeah, thanks for visiting Chair Page.
Why would you want to possibly hide them?
I was just thinking I owed you a practical joke. I don't know where they are.
Should we just get 2 going? You're not going to be able to use any.
I had multiple conversations with John. About getting someone who was not a typical rock producer. He was really open to being ambitious. To a lot of the other guys that I met, I didn't really know how to take it. I think they just thought it was a kid with these stupid stoner ideas.
Thursday and Friday. It'll be here Thursday and Friday.
Thursday, Friday, and Saturday during the day.
And Saturday during the day.
Yeah.
Okay.
Usually, at this point in the pre-production process, and making a record process, you'd be starting with a crop of 20 or 30 songs.
Oh, I see what you mean.
And you'd be, which you have done. You've started with a crop of 20 things, and you've honed them down and got to 15.
Just because I cull earlier.
I know, but this is like how A&R people usually make records. If you can make him a believer in all of this and carry it forward at this point in the proceedings, it's going to save you so much, just hassle and pain in the ass down the road. And
There's nothing to worry about.
Right now, at this stage, this is as good as my life ever gets. I mean, I can't imagine life being better than, everything is just in place. 18 months to 2 years writing a record and now we're rehearsing it. This is a song called Tune on the Bride. Because of this.
Right before that last chorus, you drop down and get it. One more time, it's building, it's building, it's building.
Yeah.
And then you go.
Why don't you guys got the Cadillac yet? And
He's giving me a ticket.
So you've got the parking lady standing at a parking spot for you.
Run this city.
That song is having so.
It is. It's so fucking good. Well, let's assume that radio will play the breakdown section, which is fucking radical. But let's also assume that they won't play that section. Again, I'm talking radio. I just keep thinking that, you know, a verse is needed in this section here. Then doing the dude or figuring out bringing the bridge in later, you know. And again, I think the problem with writing melodic songs, if you're going to write melodic songs, if you don't follow your melody, then you're really throwing the listener off.
That's what it feels like.
Yeah, an air bubble in there.
It's like a big thing.
Yeah, you know what? If they flush it, it'll pop. It'll drive you nuts.
It's driving me crazy.
Better to go there now and have them just flush it out, because if it is an air bubble, it'll get rid of it.
Off to the doctor.
Take care.
All right. The idea of his conceptually with this song is that it starts one place and it goes somewhere.
Right.
Boys out for a bit of inspiration.
Like the sections don't overstay their welcome. They don't kind of like drag.
Yeah.
It's a little tight, but I think tempo-wise, you'll be able to kind of work it so that, like I wouldn't dread. I like the idea of having another one of those, and I thought that it led into the chorus pretty well. I thought, although, you know what, it's not a pre-chorus now. It's like a pre-verse. It comes before the second verse, and it comes before the third verse.
That's correct.
You see, I've found a way to counter the argument.
Very good.
Shift in perspective of what it is.
Downloaded souvenir is worth the wait in a silver and golden sun. You'll be home again, and I'll be home again. Mending my sleep, unboxing underwater, waddle on the wake, waking on the summer day, a summer day. And after all these years, forget about all the troubled times. And after all,
I was singing in bits I shouldn't have been singing that.
Two days until we go in to record the next album.
2 days.
3 days, not including. Well, 3 days including today.
Right.
No, we're going on Monday. Just got to go in and document that onto a CD for the rest of time. There's this genuine feeling of excitement. It feels like everything's in place and we've kind of got this rough map. We can kind of follow it and see where it takes us.
There's hope, a smile.
we're just hanging out down at 301 Studios out in the Cordia. We've got the comp here. This is the infamous gizmo that no one knows anything about. This is where the man works.
Hello, Betty. I was discussing with our management, it's like I really want this to be really filmic. I want it to be like stepping into a fantasy land because that's what I was trying to do with the songs. And then John Watson said, Van Dyke Parks would work with the Beach Boys and all these people that I was like, whoa, he would have been great, but I think he's dead.
I thought I was dead that third day.
I think I'm going to be raped by a kangaroo. Something's going to happen to me. I want to tell you something. It would be hog heaven if we had at least a trombone and a couple of flutes here and there with an oboe and 2 clarinets and a bassoon would be nice on something big. And I love 3 French horns.
All right, well, now what we have to do, Van Dyke, is speak to the money people and see what sort of budget we have available for the numbers that we're looking at. And then within the next at least 24 hours, we'll have all the answers for you.
All right, like, I'm not trying to be pretentious about this. I'm trying to strike a good balance between what I know and what I hear in your music.
Okay.
That's fantastic.
E minor C, then there's E minor, B minor, and then it's this E.
Oh, you've got a second in there.
Very filmic on Lawrence.
I strap myself in for a safe second ride before it started a train to be anything I saw fit, and it all seemed to fail. But you came undone when I came along. A close look, you tell me so close. A close look, you tell me so close. All we need is just a taste.
You will write things like this, won't you?
Cool.
It's fun to do. I've done it before, and it's fun because if you get good horn players, they're like, yeah, cool. Like they come with all Earth, Wind, and Fire in a good way.
Yeah.
And we'll be able to get them bop, 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 and you do bop, 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 like that, and they'll go, yeah, that'll be really cool.
Yeah.
Just. Can we try doubling that guy? Anton, that was swift. Here we go.
Last night we went out for one beer at the local pub, which we turned into about 10 beers.
Oh, sensible one, because I'm not finished yet. Benjamin's finished.
Finished doing the drum tracks, so I went out last night, celebrated.
Come on.
And actually, a friend of ours, one of the engineers, Matt Lovell, came as well, and he had a few more beers than I did, so...
How you doing, Matt Lovell?
Lovell!
Hang on, it's a bit dark.
Lovell!
This is the man we've all been waiting for.
How you feeling, mate? Oh, get away. Missed out on the sleep.
Well, I think Greatest View for me is really exciting, and I've been focusing on that one a little bit and working really hard on that without you as well. It's really, that's got a real kind of
an exciting swing to it that's and a vocal that's just a killer vocal. And I'd really love you to be here when maybe Van Dyke is here, kind of doing things. That's at the end of next week is when we're recording that, Thursday, Friday.
With the albums, I'm really trying to branch out and be more than just a traditional rock band and take it somewhere, where people can listen to it and think, how did I get here? Where the last record, it was like I was submerged and I couldn't get out of something. It was a very contained album. This album, I think, because of the year off and a lot of the stuff that I did in the time off, it really opened my eyes and in turn kind of opened my mind up a lot as well. So musically I wanted to follow that by just making songs that take you on some kind of journey without scaring you off. Just taking you somewhere where it's pleasant to go, but it's not necessarily easy.
I've just worked on 3 songs, but that's been a career. I mean, man, I was a brunette when I started this project, okay? When I looked into this work, I wanted to weep. I thought that the vocalist was in such dead earnest. Simple as that. I liked that person. I wanted to know who that person was.
Open the doors till my trust find my vestry. The light in my darkest hour is fate. Denies me of anything good. So
I haven't seen anything like it since I worked for Brian Wilson.
Take everything that you're not and
Very well. How are you?
See you.
And you.
Yeah, back down.
How's life down at the pier?
It's good.
Down by the bounty? You don't want to edit that. We're fine.
See now, there's an example of me not wanting to do it.
Cool. Well, I'm with you because
Where
it
it's
takes
like,
you. To me, it takes you out. You're just in this zone.
It's great. But I don't want to leave here yet.
Oh boy. This is Tonton hard at work on the desk. We've got David pouring coffee, Daniel just
You had that white
waxing,
cup, didn't you?
ready for the
There it is.
brass to
Right
kick
there.
in.
Warm you up?
It's just a half.
Yeah.
Ben, he's concentrating very hard.
It's all very exciting.
You put it down.
Very,
You put
very
it down and you
exciting.
never finish that. So rather than taking a whole one.
15 to 20 cups of coffee a day, it's a waste.
Yeah. Definitely.
There's really action's happening. Coming through. It's the live room. This was my room. This was once all mine.
Poor Maxie. The man with the plan. Hey, what's happening?
Hey man,
See ya.
sorry I'm late.
Alright.
Sleepless, untamed, without a leash on the
Yeah, it just needs a 9-volt.
9-volt. Let's do it.
Drop. Do you want to go from that actual spot?
Maybe, let's just go for a take.
I personally feel really kind of young and enthusiastic again. This album, it's about capturing a really positive energy. I don't think we've had this kind of enthusiasm for music since we were like 15.
Where have you been, Ben?
Talking to my sis.
Everyone's pupils are so dilated in this light.
What am I like?
You've got brown eyes, so you can't see because of the shadow. Are you tall, dark, and handsome?
On there, we're all down at 301. Johnsy's just doing a vocal, I think this is the last vocal he's got to do. Just finished some of Larry's stuff, Van Dyke went home on Monday. So we're getting very excited and so close.
Hold that.
I really like it. It sounds really big.
Holding you
live a normal life.
Maybe just have some dinner, see what it sounds like with a bit of tops in.
Let's have some dinner, yeah.
Maybe
a base lubricant. It's like snot?
Yeah, I was just thinking.
Well, tiny grapes and a little snot, we're there.
Snot each other's great.
So that's the album then.
David's going to mix. He's producing this record, and I'm co-producing this time around, which is cool. We're really excited about it, and yeah, I hope it's not disappointing in the end.
Got my fever down and waiting, and I know the sounds remaining.
There's a side of the industry which is very commerce-based. It's really constantly finding that balance and shifting between trying to keep them happy, but the whole time you've got to be happy with where it's going.
Stimulate the tunes of angels up in my heart.
Can we try that? Something about the... It's not as captivating as it was on the rough mix. I don't know, I can't put my finger on it.
Well, let's check it out.
A whole reality starts to set in. Like you start realizing that it's not just a bunch of ideas in your head anymore. You're actually doing it, and it's going to go on a record, and people are going to hear it.
That seems not as dry to me. This
Vocally, yeah, there's more reverb on the vocal,
Yeah.
definitely.
I think it might be that.
Yeah? Dimension.
Yeah.
And depth, and like there's something that's there.
It's when the bass flute comes in.
Right.
And the guitar sounds too are quite thick sounds.
And that sounds a lot
Can we
more
just try
out
bringing
there.
the drums in when the vocal comes in and just have them turn?
There's so much going on.
Yeah, I know. There's the driver. I'm a navigator. Left here. Cool. Sounds good.
Does it warm? Sure, does it feel like a warm?
Certainly doesn't.
Do you know what the speed limit is?
Yeah, 150.
Welcome to LA.
We're on Melrose.
Hey, what's up?
Yo.
To Oz. My name is Chip. I like to rip. You better duck before we load another cross. Welcome to LA. Bring all your friends from Oz. Come on out. Well, the water on the toilet bowl goes this way.
No, I don't think I make the Superfly category.
It's the, you know, the...
It's a #1 smash! Here we go. Get around.
He's gonna buy one. Say hello to the family for me.
Shashini. Now,
There
Robert,
was a
didn't
girl
I say, when we left the restaurant, didn't I say, Dave said, come on, right, we'll go to strip bar. And I said, no, we go to normal bar. Didn't I say that, Robert?
Yeah, sure. Sure, lovely. We all believe you. Bastard!
So sus.
Suspended 4.
Right, destroyed.
Well, I hope you've all
yeah,
enjoyed this.
sure.
I've loved it.
We'll
We'll see. We'll hook up tomorrow. We'll discuss everything we enjoyed and everything we didn't enjoy. What we can improve on next time.
And we'll have an intensive like week and a half of doing the just like the whole record, have all the ups and downs.
Yeah.
And like squad concertina into
Yeah,
like a week.
that's what's gonna happen.
This has been actually quite remarkably devoid of down, like serious down.
Oh, yeah, totally.
So, maybe there was a couple days, or 301 at the beginning where we wasn't happy. And then after that it was like,
I agree.
fairly clear sailing, except for
the huge hiccup. This must be where the hero dies.
Thrust the can.
For me, that takes the youngness out of this. As far as a man, young thing, it's immediately I'm getting this, almost thematic movie score thing. I'm not locking on Silverchair. Because as soon as the do-dos are there, it's not Danielson at the piano. And there they are right up front. We try it without the brass. It's just that for radio, for the formats we're talking about, are you following me on this?
Shashini. Gives it a little fuck, mate.
Yeah.
Is it really fucked?
Oh, it's fucked.
You salute.
Oh.
You're kidding me.
It's so big, man.
Look at that compared to
I
that.
can't feel that. There's a fluid in there or something.
Oh, right. Oh. What have you done?
I just went to sleep, man.
Say hello to the family for me.
Bye-bye. It's a sus.
Suspended 4.
Right, destroyed.
I'm not winning here.
I'm not winning either, Dad.
Pretty lame.
None of us are winning, Dad.
Yeah, we're all losing.
It was much more about, the rock quota
Yeah, I know.
of the record,
Well, they probably want the first single to be a rock song.
Yeah, they do, but there's a difference between writing a rock song and writing a rock single.
I don't want to. He's like, no, I don't want. I want it to be uniquely Daniel. I want it to be uniquely that.
That's. I honestly thought Without You or Greatest View or Love Your Life was that.
For you, it is. For the average listener, it's not. Because you wanted to, present the idea in an interesting way that would stand up to repeat listenings and which would carve out its own piece of turf. That's an admirable thing to want.
Yeah.
In doing that,
we're not going to get a record released.
When it gets the way that tends to happen. Do you really want me to answer this question right now?
Yeah.
It's going to depress you.
Okay. I'm already depressed.
Okay. The way that really goes down is that they say, you still don't have it.
We want to wait a few more months just in case you come up with it. Don't rush it. You've waited this long. We just want to have this one other song. Give yourself 3 more months.
I'm a bit sick of this walk, actually.
Then get to the point where it's so long to get out of the market. Just get it.
This always happens to it's happened all the time. There it is. Corner of shame. I really don't want to try it.
Hey John.
Hello. How are we?
Good, how are you?
How'd the doctor go? Good.
You alright?
Yeah.
Not a tumour?
No, it's not a tumour.
Are you saying that you're just not willing to try anything different on that area?
Oh yeah. Because I think it's perfect. Like if I sing it another way and he really likes it and I hate it, then he's instantly got an option. Like there's a decision to be made, whereas if I just outright refuse to come up with another way to sing it, there's no option. Okay, I'm going to go make a few phone calls in that case.
Yeah.
If I've got a vision for a song, we don't stop until that vision is fulfilled. I think a lot of people underestimate the intelligence of the general public. In a lot of ways, it offends me when people say that Silverchair fans aren't going to get what I'm trying to do. I'm aware that it's a risk what I'm doing, but I didn't go out of my way to be different. It just came out and I didn't alter it to please anyone. Hiccup. We'll just ignore that, pretend that never happened.
Yeah. Yes. But it's been, other than that, it's been relatively
I agree, it's been smooth.
You guys just do your thing.
It's sorted.
Lovely. That's what I need.
Alright, tomorrow breakfast.
Tomorrow breakfast.
See you later.
Come on, mate. Have a good one. See ya.
Good luck with breakfast.
Tomorrow. See you later. See you on the chart, Woody. This is cool. We're just going to drive home now. We've got to go around the back way because it's all, the gates are closed and everything. We're going to go to the rear entrance. So here it is. We'll just go around the back way. We should be home anytime soon.
It was the moon that stole my slumber across the night. I fell in love with people sleeping.
We've just encapsulated LA in one shot. Lights, cameras, Mustangs, roofless, cars stopping. Some people say I've changed. I brought you here because I want to talk about the new direction. It's the new direction of Silverchair. No.
demands are pretty
What it is this guy is awake. Okay, he's awake. He's obviously, he's very musical, and beyond all that, within that ability is an undefeated romantic, an informed optimist.
So that's on the pause.
Yeah.
Come in, yeah, just come in on that right
Yeah.
now. That's cool.
Yeah.
You
And then we can hang with this. Right, it just keeps hanging.
Yep.
Take the world upon your shoulders. Take the world upon your shoulders. And burn, burn, burn,
Yeah, it's all still real. I still feel every word that I sing, but it's not so. I mean, just because it's not as dark doesn't mean you don't feel it. Even the really happy moments are still everything that I've felt, everything that I've dreamt, everything that I've hoped for. So.
take the
Yeah.
The diorama thing just works so beautifully.
Yeah.
I wanted to make sure that.
Yeah. Oh, thanks.
Was it at the top of it?
Oh, towels are in there. What's your towel?
He came back for it, maybe knock it out. And then very well done.
Yeah, they're good on that.
Yeah.
You know,
Are you up with one? The crowd is so fun.
Hurry up. They're just stupid, I don't know.
Oh, sorry, did I ruin that for you?
What year is it? Well, it's just you and me, and you and you, and you and you, and you and you, and you and you.
Well, it's intimate moments shared by 20,000 people.